Supernatural Spirit Magic School, Scene 2.
Yeah, finished? You ready?
I'm
Sure.
ready. I'm ready. 100% probability.
So, when we're doing magic spells, to add efficacy, we can call up Dath, the 11th Sephiroth, and stick Dath in our triangle of art. Remember, it's 11, so we can simply do our spirals, the nasty ones. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 this time. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. To input Dath, and as we saw from last year's, you can call up the archetypes of anything, and all archetypes are equivalent to a 3-sphere. So your sphere has contained within it the archetype of Dath. So you simply can touch your wand to the orb, and then the Octonian net has the Dath in it, and then you can place it in with the love tuned to death, Romeo and Juliet. So we're tuning the Bloom Perry marriage to be a complete disaster, ending up with death. One loves to give. Similarly, one can do the positive one, so we can have me and future wifey all tuned to the good stuff, which is, you know, love everlasting and matrimonial orgasm, wonderful bliss, etc., and you know, all that stuff, which is the one doesn't need to do that, because Taylor's done a me video, pre-planned. Here it is, done. Who says the woman isn't ambitious? Anyway, we go to the wand, more for magic spells, because, whoops, put my ball back. The wand can actually collect. It's got a net on it, see? So you can actually, once you've done your spell and you've burnt it, you can put the wand over and collect the magic spell in your wand. See? Left for collection, right for. So one can then do the collection, which is bringing it in. There we are. To charge your circle. But if we look at this, one can see faces the other way, so one can do it the other way this time. So our triangle of art, we go, whoops, start there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and pull it in. And the opposite way, 1, 2, which way are we going? We've done that one, now we do this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and pull it in with the wand, doing that ram's horn.
You can see where the term spell casting comes from, can't you?
Yeah. And one can then have the orb, roll our orb into there, and collect the spell again, because what we're doing here with the wand is building up the spell with us inside, while the orb is our battery collecting up 5-dimensionally. So this is collecting up, and this is, as it progresses, collecting up more and more and more. Because remember, as we change timelines, flip across, you don't suddenly become a billionaire. Well, you might do. The American military might say, oh, we want to have you running our super soldier program because the Russians have got theirs and no one's up to the job, and we'll give you a few billion. Yeah, but normally you work your way to become a billionaire. But if you've got more power, you can jump across instantly. But as one can see, normally gradual. So what starts the new course, the circle, and then the orb can be thought of as the track of the pathway. So we'll show it. So here, all the wand stuff, collecting with the wand. We use love, because love is the thing that changes the basal point, resting point of the Higgs field. That's why aliens farm humans for the love. Humans are just love generators, and they're all tuned to give their energy to the end user, be it the Elohim, Greys, or the Crown 007, with the end user. And simply put, all love affairs end up destructively, because even if you don't fall out of love, you get the negative one, which is death, and the anti-good one. So you start off looking like Katy Perry, and end up looking like an old hag. The same with blue, looks like the king of the elves, and then ends up as an old man. So as you can see, love has inputted into it death and the aging. So if you reverse it, you get love where you grow younger, and where the evil aging is reversed. So all love affairs by lovers are doomed, because they've got the negative form of the ram's horn, and the end user is collecting it. Now, Colin found that at the end of the double spiral there's a stone. In Kabbalah, the one in Chokmah is called the Shaflia stone, which was on the crown of Lucifer. And all 007s have a Grail stone, and we have a Grail stone that collects, and then a Grail stone that's wedded with the 007 to mean that all love, positive love in the world, the positive effects of love, come to the Grail stone, which is wedded to the stone, because at the end of this is always a stone. See, so you have two Grail stones, and we sell you in the kit this one here, which then allows you to collect energy in this. This is your battery, and your wand can then use it. But if you do a ritual, you don't need to collect it, do you? Because you're instantly using it. So the ritual with the wand, left to get the stuff in and then to use it, is to change the timeline here, circle wand, and continuing along the path, choo choo, your orb, that is the continuation energy till you get to the destination. The destination is always achieved by the death forces. And the death force is inputted in, and psychicwarfare.com can be thought of as all the technology of the death force. Nasty stuff for most people, but for people like me, we love it. So there's the 2% of us that like all that stuff, and I'm outsourcing all the nasty stuff to wetware, but the results of the death force can be used by snowflakes and all the celestial paladin and angelic Annie who wouldn't even hurt a ant, so that they can have the same results. And you might say, why is he giving 100% magic to the public? Well, it's because you will save the world, save the environment, and make the world a better place, which obviously means that billionaire me is going to be living in a better world, isn't it? There's no point living in a dystopian world where the ecology is completely screwed, total war, total anarchy, because isn't it better to live in a snowflaked world where it's a much better, because then I can enjoy my money more, see? So it's they call it self-interested benevolence. So you can see the point of teaching magic to the public, which is to get you to save the world for me. Outsourcing. And remember, Celestial Paladin and Angelic Annie have been trying to save the world now for 10 years. So if you need any advice about saving the world, they'll just tell you about their efforts and their crusade to save the world. Now with the magic spell, you can see it's all about timeline changes, and love is the motive force, and aliens, Elohim, interdimensionals, they're all farming humans, because we can run both lobes of the ram's horn, both lobes of love, which is being able to love and hate simultaneously. So even from the positive form, you've got the love bit, and then you've got the counterclockwise one, which is getting rid of all evil. So you can love your partner but hate them not screwing the top of the toothpaste and not putting the toilet seat down and all the other stuff. Aliens cannot love and hate simultaneously. And then we get the negative form, which is hating. You've got your love, which dies, and then you've got here the whole relationship destroying all the goodness in the couple to produce a Brad Pitt, who's certainly worse than before he married Angelina. Angelina's certainly worse. She's far worse than even him. He doesn't look much, but she looks wrecked. Same with Amber Heard, who was a 10, absolutely beautiful, and now isn't. I would class her as an 8 now, being judgmental. She's lost that shine. And Johnny Depp certainly has gone from being beatific. You can ask Celestial Paladin what beatific means, to now looking haggard and old, which is the negative effect of ram's horn. That's great for black magic, and that's great for white magic. And as you can see, an 07 needs a damn couple, which is Perry and Bloom, and then of course gets the ultimate female to be his queen of the Illuminati. And I won't say who's the ultimate queen of the film world, because there isn't one. They're all pretty ugly. Even Jennifer Lawrence looked like a moon-faced sixer. They're just, Amber was beautiful but lost it. But in the pop world, there's only one pop princess at the top of the tree who's super successful and doesn't look like a walking pig like Adele, who's super successful. So there's only one other who shall remain me. So now we're going to look into using numerology. We've done our spell. We can condense it down to a number, and we can actually tap 4, not into the triangle of art, but we upload 4 times to the triangle of art, which of course is a clockwise circle. And we can start north, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bring it into the circle, and then you can do the same in the circle again to upload it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then of course one can have the spell written on a piece of paper 4 times. So you can have 4 bits of paper that you burn. And remember, it's only going to boil down to 1 to 9. And they're very short little spells. You can have a book length, or you can have a me video, which is, this is my wish list, bang. If you're super ambitious, but most people just want to do a spell for love, luck, money, or health, or growing younger. Then of course we can make the spell into a talisman. Yeah, isn't that good?
Very good.
Wonderful. So we use a standard Kabbalistic talisman, which we can make out of metal. It's we're looking at the planetary metals. I mean, if you find this any difficulty, remember Celestial Paladin and Angelic Annie are experts on this, so just come with all your questions to a seminar and they'll answer every single one. because they know it inside out. And remember, for the good stuff, it's the sun or Jupiter, and the metal for the sun is gold, and the metal for Jupiter is tin. So you can buy tin circles and etch them with your little etcher, or you can buy gold circles to make your talisman. So you can make them out of gold or tin for the good stuff. If you're doing Saturnian magic, which is all the heavy duty magic stuff, if you look at Katy Perry's right hand, you'll see the sigil for Saturn tattooed on her arm, so she can then use the Saturn power, which is the planet for magic, on people. It doesn't work now. She's damned to bloom and is the damned couple, but if she hadn't, that would have been very good uber witchery. But you can see why she's got Saturn tattooed on her right arm, and had her crew do the same thing to do group coven magic. So the entire team on her tour had their Saturn tattoo. Well, you know, they're all her coven of witches. So we're doing basically good stuff. So we want gold or tin. Love, which would be Venus, you have a copper. If you're into moon magic, you're doing a moon spell. What the witches do, loads of moon spells. That's the realm of the moon. And for those who don't know about moon magic, the moon's linked with Diana, the huntress. So you see the short haircut on KP, which is the Diana haircut, the same one that was on Miley when she was in her phase with the horns. So the moon's linked with Diana only when it's actually in the sky, before it rises and after it sets. Hecate is its goddess. Selene and its Roman equivalent Luna are personifications of the moon, which at other times is known as Phoebe, Astarte, a cultist of a special affection for the Egyptian moon goddess Isis, wife of Horus and mother of wife of Osiris and mother of Horus. So we've got the moon's Diana when it's actually in the sky, before it rises and after it sets, but when it's up there, Hecate. So we have the dualism. So for if you're doing moon type spells, which lots of witchery, your talisman would be in silver. So we're just giving you a simple introduction. We'll go into talismans in a lot more detail later, but since we're doing spells, we might as well concretize our spell into a talisman, might we not? And here's our standard Kabbalistic talisman, made in the metal of choice for the planetary influence, with our Hebrew Adonai, which is one of the God names of Yahweh. And remember, if you're a normal, you're feeding Adonai, but if you're this one, then all that energy is coming to you. You change the end user. So you can simply use these Kabbalistic talismans, and instead of that talisman sucking you dry as it gives you what it wants, the talisman sucks dry Adonai to give you what you want. That's the difference, see? All based upon the ram's horn. So all of those who work for Elohim, you can do the stuff and you get drained as your wish happens. There's loads of legends about people getting their wish, the monkey's paw, but not liking it because they're losing things to get their wish. So that's the negative ram's horn. which would be the Katy Perry life story. She gets what she wants but loses things she didn't expect to lose. Monkey's paw, see? And then we've got the other Hebrew letters underneath. Then we put in the number, which in this case is 4. And then we have Amen Salah underneath. So that's our talisman. And we simply put it in our triangle of art. And then go through, we can burn the thing on top of the talisman again. We can bring in the power, which is, what's it this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring it around. We can do it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Then we do it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring it round. Again, which is the opposite way. As we've done before, but this time with the talisman in the triangle of art. And what we're doing then is not only do we have the ritual which starts it, but the orb which gets us along the path, and the talisman is then producing. So in some strange way we've gone from a battery which collects to a talisman which generates. So how can we generate? Well, we go from higher Higgs field micro to a lower one that's generating. So talismans, no one will have told you this, talismans feed on that direction. And even when you go from a lower to a higher, since you're using 2 ram's horns for your lovers, which is everybody who's growing old and dying and blah blah blah, they are supplying the higher to lower, because they're going from a higher Higgs field potential, young couple loving each other, old dead, miserable, damned, off to the middle place, off to Omega Hell and all the other stuff. So as you can see, you're running 2 timeline changes. You're going one way and all the lovers are going the other way, which allows you to go from low to high. You can go from high to low, that's possible, but you can also, the energy to go from low to high is coming from your damned couple, the archetype, all the lovers in the multiverses who love and are giving their love away because they've got the ram's horn, going the wrong way to the end user, which of course is the 007 Ipsissimus, the master of love. So as you can see, and why do we have a ram's horn? Because as we saw from last year, reality is a duality. You've got 2 timelines intertwined to produce reality, the double slit experiment. So love controls reality, because reality is composed of 2 realities intertwined. So when you send your electron through the slit, you get the fringe effect because you've got 2 timelines interacting. Which timeline you choose is up to the adept, but you've always got 2 timelines interacting. Hence love, you can see, is very valuable. Love would be the ultimate commodity for races that want to manipulate the multiverse and change timelines to produce the timeline they want and produce the reality they want. Simply by, you get a book, think of book of all everything that might happen, everything that might not happen. Liverpool, Tottenham being in Champions League, beating Barcelona and Ajax. You just flip through to that page, then what sort of score, let's have a last minute win by both to get maximum yield for the 007 magician. Yeah, pick that. That's it. Then simply use this technology to get it happening. and all the energy supplied comes from the lovers of football. See, love isn't just simple couple. It's love of God, love of Christians, love of football, love of whatever, love of wealth, flashy stuff, Ferraris or whatever. I like Lambos myself, but love. That's this, which of course is the thing that allows multiversal change, which is magic. And talismans simply are giving you the ability to have something that generates your spell. So when you do a spell, you're taking energy out and taking over five dimensions over time, and all other aspects of the fifth dimension, the power out. But with a talisman, you're actually generating, because it's the same as a baby. When you have the lovers getting together, they make new Higgs field to produce new manifestation, which is new progeny, and you can then input that into your talisman. So to make a talisman, you have to use the ram's horn in this configuration to charge it. So you have your talisman over there, and in this case these ram's horns go to a stone, but we supplant it with a talisman where we're having the two spirals having sex with each other to produce progeny, which is collected by the talisman. Cut.
Interesting. I'll just say there's similar to American Gods in the episode where the god changed to the guns, and he had the bullet factory, and he fed off everyone's love of the gun.
And he pushed people
But he
into
manufactured
the
all
vat where they made
the bullets, and once a month they'd push someone into the vat so they'd end up in all the
Scapegoat
bullets
done.
to sacrifice. Yeah.
Well known,
Yeah.
not new stuff.
Interesting. That was.